We believe we need the best of everything in our software, the best technology, the best database, and everything to make a successful software. But tell me honestly, what would you love more? The best of the complex technology or the customers that pay you regularly for life because your software is good? Obviously, the latter one. So, today we will be discussing all about it. Hi, my name is Rohan. I have been a tech consultant for past 11 years. I have delivered 30 amazing startups. So let's directly get into the topic and understand what are the key ingredients needed for a successful software. Now, when you see this matrix, I have divided it into two parts, the reality and your mind. Now let's discuss what features are required in reality, the first most important features, the second most important features, and then what your mind is saying. Now let's talk about it. First, you need the core business functions to work properly. Let's say, for example, you are a finance company offering EMIs. You need to make sure your system to collect data from your customer to the EMI to the payment system should work smoothly. Similarly, if you are an e-commerce platform, the product display, the buy, the purchase, and the tracking should be working properly. Similarly, for different industries, these things change. So the core business features should be working very smoothly. Nothing add-on, nothing hi-fi or rocket science, the basic core function. If it is just one function, that should work smoothly. That's it. Now, talking about the second point, which is pain point. Now, above the main core features, let's talk about the pain points. Let's take the same example of a finance company. Now, you're offering EMIs. Now, the customer first wants to check if he is eligible or not before talking to a person, making a self-serving software. So, that criteria, pulling that credit reports, making sure that he is successful or not, checking his documents, that is the main point that would add on the value to the customer's life and make sure he's converting to use your software. Third important point is easy payments and refunds. How many times do you have faced this problem? When you buy something, it is very easy to do. But when you're trying to refund something, you have to talk to the customer support, talk to the email. It is so hard. It turns down the customer experience. The refunds should be very easy, even easy to track. We are building so many good features. On top of that, we are doing rocket science, adding so many features, but we are missing the base fundamentals that will make sure your customer stays with you. After that, you need the easy account management. Let me show you what I mean by easy account management and payment and refunds. Now when you see this page is from Flipkart. You see, it is a very easy management of account, refunds related, delivery related, all the help topics, how to do, how not to do that, what issues are you facing, the account management. So the basic account settings that a customer wants to do should be very easy. Now don't get confused and overwhelmed by the Flipkart's UI. It is a very developed product. What I am saying is the main thing what you can do is the basic refund, the basic account management, adding subscription, canceling subscription, checking their orders, and things like that according to your industry. That should be very easy. The core things, the easier, the better. Because your customers could be someone who is above 40. Your software should be easy for them as well. Understand this. The easier your software, the better it is for them, not the sci-fi product. Now, the next point is support ticket and FAQs. The support ticket should be easy to create. They should easily be able to contact your company, your team, your customer support team. The FAQs of everything like we saw in the Flipkart should be very easy. Now, if you are talking to an investor for funding for next rounds, if they have a specific requirement, if you are bootstrapped, amazing. I love bootstrap. But if you are talking to an investor, you need to make sure that you are also including those features because that would get you next round of funding. It is how it is. Then the second most important features, this is the core features that you need, the essential features to make a successful software. Second is the communication features, the easy way to communicate like chatbot, the live chat, things like that. And then comes the high converting elements. Listen to this point very clearly. See, if you are facing software challenges or adaptation problems, it is not because your software is bad. The problem is there are not many high converting elements. What I mean to say is look at this very carefully. Now, if you see to Amazon, see Amazon is a well formed name. Still, we can find very good things that you can implement in your structures. It's not just about the e-commerce. It's just I'll show you more things. Don't worry. Now, when you see Amazon, what are the high converting elements? When you are scrolling, you see the payment. Payment, add to cart here, easy. When you see some e-commerce platform, the new e-commerce platforms, you will find a basic problem there. Add to cart is at the end. No features on how to buy. You see, it is giving you all the options here. The discount option, the key points, the high converting elements. Then it is again adding another high converting elements frequently bought together, giving them suggestions on top of that that you can also buy it, increasing the ticket size. Clear? See, this is how it works. You need to add the high converting elements to your software. Very important. Now, when you scroll, there are no other high converting elements below. But for your software, you can add it more. Now, if even here it has added another thing, shop now, sponsored. So these are the high converting elements that you should be integrating in your software. So everything that converts a client to a sale is a high converting element. But that is not just showing the price on add to cart. Give them the options, give them the features, the clear identified USPs that would help them make that purchase. Getting back the high opening rate features. Now, what is this high opening rate feature one? See, my friend, notifications you received, you use in Instagram. When you get a notification of your friend that he has posted something that is high opening rate feature, anything that compels you to open the software or use an application is known as high converting feature, or sorry, high opening rate feature. Clear? That is very important. Now the personalization, let me show you a very good example of personalization. This is a website known as Lumosity for brain training. You see, as soon as you have logged in to the platform, as soon as I've created an account, you can see it is not giving me a bunch of options to do. It is just giving me one option to do. First, calibrate attention. Take your fit test. We have 3 goals today. Very clear personalization. It is asking me things. Have you seen softwares asking you what industry are you working in? Tags of your software industry. They are trying to personalize your experience, but why are you missing it? You are becoming a customer, but you need to understand how to make a customer come to you. That is the key essence of any software. Technology is good, everything is good, but this is what is missing. So this is the example of an personalization. Now what your mind is saying, this is amazing to see. You want the best in the market that takes you too long to deliver to your customers, deliver your product, and you stay always in the development mode. You are loaded with features, you are confused on what to do, you are not sure what are the high converting elements that your customer need, and that is the only thing that you should be providing. Less clutter, clear the clutter. Features without acceptance test, you don't know what features would be accepted, you are just putting in features according to your mind. You need to understand what customer needs, what is important. See, there is a saying, customer does not know what he wants. Partially, but it is not always like that. Customer knows what they want, but you have to take a bigger sample to understand that. The data is important. Now you want AI in everything. I don't want to say the bad word, but you want AI in everything. And many people are just using ChatGPT APIs or the rule-based chatbot just to show that we have AI. See, sometimes you don't even need AI. Sometimes you just need a good software that solves your pain problem of the customer, that solves the business problem. That's it. AI and everything is on top of that. But if you are a data dependent company, definitely you need AI. Just make sure if you need it or don't need it. You don't always need it just to show. Because if you are converting, you are doing good business, your software is converting, investors would come to you. You don't have to go behind them, right? Now, what are the customer retention features? Very important. Personalized offers. Let me show you an example. Everything is good with an example. So when I talk about personalized features, you see what is personalized offers. For example, you go to any app, you see they provide you that don't leave us now, before you go sign up here, or we are providing 6 months discount just for you. They show a top bar on top of that. That is known as personalized offers. Because if you are loving the app, you know that a person is scrolling your software and you have put the right analytics just to understand. You know that this person can convert. Now show them the offer. If the offer is right, your customer would convert. Simple as that. That is known as personalized offer. High conversion pages. See, every page should be high converting if it is not a usable feature. So for example, you should know your customer journey, where he would come, where he would land, then where he would go. Because if you have high conversion pages on the right area, right products, right sort of things, that helps customer to convert easily, that is known as high conversion pages. Now, the psychological hook system, rewards, opening hooks. What is the reward your customer is getting by using your app? Either he is getting a utility, either it is making his life easy, or it is making his process easy, or it is saving his time, his money, his energy, or making something very useful to him that he can use in his daily life or solve the business problem that you are offering. So the hook system is very important. Why he should come every time into your app? What's the reward? What is the new thing that he is getting, or you are solving a very big main problem? So you have to understand the psychology of the customer based on this. Now the fourth point is for customer retention. The if customer would only retain if your software is easy. You can see some softwares only with 2 to 3 features, but those 2 to 3 features do what they commit. That is the ease of use. The customer should not need any training to use your software, because if you made a very sci-fi software, it would go down the hill. Make it very easy to use, very clearly indicated, because in the end, the role of your software is to bring in business and not to show that we have used this technology. Clear? Now, the second most important features for the customer retention is the self-serving software. So the no training in self-serving software means you integrate the videos, the training videos, the FAQs, and the elements in such a way that it is a self-serving software with less to less customer support tickets. Better offers at exit points. Very good example, you might all have seen this. When you go for LinkedIn Premium, you get these types of screenshots. Get 50% off on your next 2 months, or when you're not subscribing, they show you another offer. This is known as the exit offers. So improving experience at exits and exit points, the better offers are one and the same thing. So as soon as the customer is leaving, that means he's leaving your business, your software. You need to make sure he's not leaving that. Provide him the right value. At least try to provide him the right offer, because that is what converts. No, sometimes we are just oblivious on what happens. Why did the customer leave? Maybe just it was the offer that could have converted, but you didn't integrate it. Trust and branding. The trust and branding in today's world is very important. Show them what you do, how you do it, why to trust you, what are the compliances that you are following. So trust and branding is the second area of customer retention. Then the training videos and articles, the more the better. Everything easy to use. See, Amazon web services, or if you take any good company, they are running on documentation, they are running on videos. Nobody's like, when you have a serious problem, then only you contact them, otherwise everything is sorted. Now what your mind is saying, this is a good area that I love. So customer would use our app because we had a cool launch. We are, we are playing with this cool launch thing for so long. We have launched this, we have launched that. If your product is not solid, if your product is not giving the right value, cool launch doesn't matter. We have X features more than our competitors, but my friend, are those X features needed? So this is also a very important point that creates confusion. We are the best in X area. Okay, is it required? Is it really making the life easy, or it is just a luxury that you have added? Now, talking about the technology part. See, technology is very easy to understand. Clearly understand this, because if you are a developer or a startup, this is very important for you to understand right now. You need a bug-free application, better test, better automated test. Simple, plain as that. Bug-free application. Whatever you are developing, no matter how little, it should be bug-free. Easy to use. Easy to use is very important. We are focusing so much on development. We are not seeing the product flow, how it is flowing, how element is converting. Good DB structure is of immense value. See, when you have a good DB structure, when it's time to scale, time to get the better queries, better results, you need a good DB structure. Security, you can't miss. Oh, I misspelled security. Then the compliance, payments, PCI compliance, HIPAA compliance, things like that, ISO. So whatever the compliance is needed, do that. Scalability, your software should be scalable anytime, because you're spending a lot of time on creating products. So you need to make sure whatever you are making should be scalable, because otherwise you have to go back, refactor things, rework on the old things, then make it scalable. It affects your customer, it affects your brand value. So this is non-negotiable. Then the analytics. You need analytics on every page to understand what your customer is doing. Similarly, you need the heat map. So there is a website, I think, named as Lucky Orange, uh, Google Analytics, that you can implement in your product to understand what is the customer doing with your product, where it is going, where it is exiting. Because when you have data, you can clearly make decisions on what is happening. Otherwise, you are just oblivious and taking in on all the suggestions from around the world. Easy support and ticket system maintenance. Should be very easy for your backend team as well. Top notch transactions and renewals. In the technology part, it should be very smoothly working. You should test it very thoroughly. The feedback system. So whenever a client or a customer is using your product, there should be a feedback system that tells you if he likes it or not, or a rating, whatever small thing that you can put on right areas. The feedback system is very important. The logs and the tracking of your application should be rock solid. Now what your mind says, again, the newest technology, the most complex architecture, customer only care about experience, not your most complex architecture. Customer only needs the experience. Get this in your mind. It is very important. Building rocket for a burger shop. You are running a burger shop, but you want a rocket application. Why do you need it? Let's make it easy. Cut things down. AI, AI, AI. I am tired of hearing this AI. See, I am doing masters in AI, but when I see people talking AI, 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 all they want is something of AI, at least whatever minimal piece, just to show to the investors. But my friend, you don't need it. That is not bringing in business. If you are bringing in business, investors come to you. You don't go to investors. Understand this. Now, high end everything. You have impractical aspiration that we need high end this, high end that. This should be there. This should be there. That is just your aspiration, because you are building. You love building things. We as human, we love building things, but we need to make sure our customer is really getting value, they are converting into business, and they are retaining. If you can do these three things, you have built an amazing software. So that was it for this video. Let me know if you have questions, put it in the comments. I'll try to answer it, and see you soon.